So I just found out this little maneuver. Um, as you can see, I have just entered the 450 note door on Banjo-Kazooie, and this was discovered. Um, I may not be the first person to discover it, but this was discovered just now in an attempt to try to route and plan out a low percent speed run of the game Banjo-Kazooie. So here what I've done is I'm actually using a practice ROM where you can have certain moves learned and then warp to different areas, but you could definitely get here without swimming. The idea is we want to try to complete the run without. We actually want to try to beat the game without the use of swim being learned. So I'm gonna go in the water here just to show you that I can't swim. I guess you'll take my word for it, but well, I can turn on the input display. So this is the practice ROM menu, and it has all these different options, but one of them is input display. So you can see I'm pressing B. There's a jump, A button, there's the B, and it's not letting me swim. I have not learned swim in this. And so what I may not be able to get up now. Consequently, I wasn't able to learn anything about jumping when I set this up. So I can't even do a high jump by holding A down instead of just tapping it. So anyways, but the point is I can't swim, right? And actually, let me go back and set this up. I'm going to do something else with this practice ROM here. Okay, so can't swim, right? So how do you go into this load zone? Well, there is this trick called quick dive. You may be familiar with it if you've speedrun this game before, where if you're in Talon Trot and you exit Talon Trot as you fall into the water, you can get some really great depth from just falling into the water. And there's a little lip right here where you can see I can actually stand. And so the trick here is then I'm going to perform this quick dive, or I'm going to try to get that depth, and then it will actually let me into that tunnel, and I won't be able to go underwater and actually do the swim dive down, where you can swim with Kazooie's wings and all of that. Oops, I tapped R. But it will let you kind of doggy paddle into the next load zone. So you kind of need to let go of Z pretty early here because there's not much distance from you to the water. I think I let go a little too early. And there's not a whole lot of places you can stand on here without falling. So it is a little tricky, but I'm sure that we would be able to get a decent setup for this if we tried hard enough. Oops. Okay. There we go. I think I have to be kind of to the right there. I think I hit the water too soon there. Yep, there we go. Okay, and now normally when you would hit this, it would force you into a swim animation here where you would dive down, but I haven't learned swim, so I can't actually swim. I'm just kind of doing this doggy paddle like you would do normally when you sit at the top of the water, and when I go into this load zone here, even though I haven't learned swim, because normally when you go through the load zone, you're automatically in a swimming state, you'll still be swimming. Uh-oh, I got stuck here. Well, I am progressing a little bit. I did this a lot faster earlier, So I'm wondering if you do that quick dive and don't stall like I did there when I was stalling for the explanation part, if you can get it a little bit quicker. In fact, let's try and do it one more time and just see if we can't make it a little smoother here. Just for demonstration purposes. It's too soon. There we go. And so I'm just gonna go ahead straight for the load zone now. Nice, okay, yeah. You can get stuck. You saw earlier how I showed that I wasn't able to dive down into the water. I didn't actually learn to swim, and yet here I am swimming. So call it a glitch if you want, or just the game being broken or whatever. And in fact, the same is true of this next load zone. So the whole point was I was testing out to see if you could get to Mad Monster Mansion's puzzle without learning swimming, which, if you know anything about Banjo-Kazooie speedruns, you know is kind of a big deal. You have to be able to access this puzzle really to beat the game. There's some places in the game where it's broken. You don't have to go to that level's puzzles, but Mad Monster Mansion is not one of them. Now, consequently, I have not found a way to get out of this room. I think it might be possible to do something similar and quick dive from this highest point up here, which you can get to, of course, just by jumping through these alcoves, and do a quick dive and somehow get down into there. But obviously that's going to be very precise. You're going to have to get a lot of depth there. And I did go ahead and learn Talon Trot here. Oh, I don't have Flutter on, so I'm not gonna be able to get up this. But in the low percent run, you would have Flutter. Where's the fish at? Yeah, he can help me out. Watch this. You haven't seen this before. Little trick. Good damage boost there. Okay. And of course, then you could complete the puzzle, which on this file I already have it complete. So anyways, you would have to save and quit here and kind of just start back at the lair, but you would at least be able to open Mad Monster Mansion. You could quick dive down there again and maybe get stuck. I don't know, but save and quit's probably just going to be a good option. That's going to be a pretty tricky quick dive to get. But thanks for watching.